Alrighty, part 2 here. So these last few problems, we're going to actually look at how the graph moves based on that equation. And you're going to graph those changes. So 2 raised to the x minus 2. Notice it's always referring back to this parent function. So what's different? Well, this one has minus 2 up in the exponent. So that is my h. Okay. If it's my h, x minus h, h is negative, so I want to move right 2. So from here, it'll suffice just take every single point and move over to right 2, right 2, right 2. Now notice, since we didn't move up at all, or down, our asymptote stays at y equals 0. So this is going to be our transformed function. Should not drop below that asymptote. Okay. So that's going to be the first one. Second one, 2 to the x minus 2. So if you notice here, this is my k value, right? That's going to be the one that's on the outside. So it's going to be down, 2. Which means when I shift this whole thing down, really my asymptote is going down. And we've mentioned this before, that outside number always refers to my asymptote. So my asymptote is going to be y equals negative 2 now. And these are going to go down 2 points each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so forth. And we're going to graph our... So notice everything looks the same. It's just moved down. Okay? Now this one gets kind of tricky. F of x equals negative 1 times 2 to the x. So if you notice the difference here, is this negative 1 at the beginning. Well, negative 1 means it's going to reflect over the x-axis. My asymptote is going to stay the same. Okay. It's still going to be representing growth because of this 2, right? But what's going to happen is I want to reflect this over the x-axis. So if you remember, this is my x-axis. If I want to reflect that count and bounce method. So I'm just going to make it, so for instance, this 0, 1 point, well, it's 1 unit to get to the axis, so I need to go 1 unit the other direction. Okay, the next point takes me 1, 2, so I need to jump 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and from there, I'm going to let it follow that same asymptote. Okay. Next one, down low, f of x equals 2 to the x plus 2. So here, I have, again, a horizontal shift, right? But remember, it's up. When it's up in the exponent, it's opposite of what you would think. So I'm not going to move 2 in the positive direction. I'm going to move 2 in the negative direction, or to the left. So same thing, where my asymptote stays the exact same. That was 0, 1 move to the left. Now this negative 1, 1 half to the left would be here, 2 to the left, 2 to the left. So the same. And then my last one here, I'm sorry, 2 more, which is the x plus 3. So from here, plus 3, it's on the outside, so it's a vertical shift up. So that means my asymptote, instead of being y equals 0, it's actually going to be at y equals 3. And everything moves up 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And so forth. Moving with that new asymptote. And my last one, the same idea of a vertical reflection, but then we also have this 2. This 2 means it's actually going to be a vertical stretch of 2. Okay? So to get this one perfect, I would actually plug it into your calculator and use a table, which I am doing right now, parentheses negative 2, parentheses 2 to the x. Okay. Now this table, remember the tricky part is finding where to start. Pick those normal numbers. So I'll start at x is negative 2. y is going to be negative 1/2. So I want to do this table, and then we can kind of see how it alters. -1, -1, 0, -2, 1, -4. Okay, so from here, right, -2, -1/2. So notice some things that stay the same. My asymptote's going to stay the same, alright? And then the next one will kind of come off. So let's see. Boom. My asymptote stays the same. But everything else, there should be an error there. I just can't get it. There should be an arrow. So the asymptote stays the same, but if you notice, this was a vertical stretch, so it kind of makes it a skinnier jump, if that kind of makes sense. So any of these trickier ones, go ahead and use that table function. All right, nothing bad will result from that. All right. So your homework/assignment is going to be this next page. Okay. Go ahead and skip the ones that say skip. Right. Everything else, we should know what to do. Okay. Think about how on number 1, it gives you y equals 2 to the x. That's what I'm starting with. Think about what changes with all of it. Okay. So, skip what it says to skip. Number 5, just list the transformations. Okay. Answer key is on my blog. We are almost through day 3.